What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jashana if you're new here, and I post videos whenever I can basically. Alright, I just want you guys to know that you're going to see my necklace shift the entire video, so please disregard my necklace shifting and just enjoy the video, watch the video, don't look at my necklace. Thank you so much. Today I'm here to do a makeup video. I'm very excited to do a makeup video because it's been a long time since I was able to beat my face, and I figured, last time I really posted a makeup video up here was about a year ago, so over a year ago. So I decided, how about we see what I can do since I haven't really done makeup like that in about a year. I mean, I've been doing makeup, but like not like as intense, so let's see if we can still do it. I'm very excited for this video today, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel down below if you want to see more from me. I'm going to be trying to post more soon. I know I always put it out there, but I'm gonna actually do it this time. I done set up this whole little setup in my room, so now I actually have a little corner for videos, and I'm very excited. So let's just dive right into this makeup video. You can probably see my tan. I'm sorry about that. I have a tan. Like, this light is helping me, but I have a tan. First thing we're going to do, I can tell you right now, majority of the products I'm using today are either Anastasia Beverly Hills products or Fenty products, so it should be really exciting. I got a couple of new Fenty products I'm excited to try out, as well as some Anastasia products I'm excited to try out. So I wouldn't say everything here is new, but like two things. So we're going to see how this looks. We're just going to do something basic, nothing too much, nothing too glamour or anything like that. We're just going to do a look and see how it comes out. First, I'm going to prime my face with the Fenty. This is the Soft Matte Instant Retouch Primer, and I'm excited to use this because I hear when you use it with the foundation, it does its thing. So we're going to use this. I'm just going to honestly pump on my fingers and just keep it moving. This primer feels so good on your face. It's really different. So next I'm going to take my Fenty Soft Matte Foundation, and this is in the shade 420. When I apply this, alright, I'm gonna let you know this is gonna look really like it doesn't match on my face, but then once it oxidizes, you'll see what it does. So I like to apply this with a brush. I'm just gonna put it on the brush, and then I'm gonna go in with the sponge and patting it in. This one is my older one, but I have a new one when I run out of this one. I'm gonna let this settle in a little bit because I know right now it looks a little too light looking at it on camera, but I don't know if it's just because of the lighting or anything, but I know this is a little too light because I tested it on my face the other day and it worked fine. Like it evened out fine. However, that was the day before I went to the beach again, so I know my skin probably got a little bit darker since the time I went to the beach. But also, we do have other things we're gonna put on our face, and it's going to, you know, help shape the face more. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad at the moment. I would say just give it a second. But this is the shade of 420, and I'm hoping this just looks good, like overall, because I know how this is when it comes to my face. But I would say right now it looks pretty good in this mirror I'm looking at. So I know I'm like a lot darker right here because of the tan. Like if I go up, I have like tan right there too. So we're just gonna go with it right now. So now I'm going to take the Fenty concealer, and I'm going to just put that on my face. This is in the shade 420. I basically just got the same numbers because they're supposed to correspond anyways with each other. So I usually let my concealer sit for a little bit, like so it dries down a bit. So I'm hoping this dries down pretty quickly. I just have to sit here and wait, I guess. Like, it's so weird waiting for concealer to dry. Sometimes when my concealer is drying, I like to fill in my brows, but then it dries down too harsh. So I mean, I can plan it a little bit. It could be. Should be good now. So we're gonna take the little sponge. I got this sponge. I think this sponge is so cute. And just wow, that's probably the best concealer I've ever had. And I've only used about like 4 concealers in my life. I would say I used the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, I used the LA Girl concealers, and the NYX concealer. And then this is like the 4th concealer I've ever used when I've done makeup, and I would say this is probably, this is definitely number 1. And just trying to make sure it doesn't look patchy, because I know sometimes I tend to not blend as well. My face almost looks very smooth. Just trying to make sure it doesn't look like, it's weird because most of the stuff I use like makes me look patchy, or it's just not blended out all the way and I just don't see it, but then like you see it when everything else is done. But I think we're good with that. So now we are going to go in with some setting powder. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty powder in Hazelnut. This one, I heard these smell really good. I'm excited to see what this is like. This is probably gonna be the first powder I've ever used that is professional, like, or high end, because I've always used you know, other ones. I've never really used powders that are, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I never really used powders that are like expensive. I've always used drugstore powders, so I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm just gonna take this Morphe brush, and this is a brush I like to use for blush, so I'm gonna use both of it honestly for both things. I have other brushes too, but this is the one I want to use. Alright, so I'm just going to take it. Wow, this smells so good. I just like to take powder to set those areas I put concealer in. I usually do all over the face, but I'm going to do that after I do some contour. So I'm going to take my Anastasia bronzer, and this is in the shade Mahogany. I believe this is the darkest shade. Can't really remember, but I'm going to take my Morphe M405 brush, and I usually just use this to contour. So now I'm going to take my Morphe brush. This is the E62 brush, and this is good for, it's like a mini contour brush. This is really good for the nose. So I'm just gonna take this, pat some of that powder in there, and just snatch my nose a little bit. I like to contour my nose because I have a little wide nose. I'm not insecure about my nose at all, but because my nose is wide, I like to give it a little bit more definition. You know, my nose looks a little bit more like this is looking good so far. I'm really excited how this is looking. So now that my face is basically done, I'm gonna go back in with this powder and give a little bit of all over the face with the Morphe M527 brush. and just, you know, set my face all over. This looks very soft and just looks so good. So now that that is done, I'm going to put a little blush on, or do I want to wait? First, we are going to do some brows. So I have the Anastasia dip brow. I've been using this for a long time, and I'm just gonna go in with that, as well as I'm gonna try the dip brow today too, just to see how that looks. I honestly don't really need to fill in my brows because I got my brows done yesterday, so all I really need to do is just clean them up, like define them. So I might not even have to apply any of this dip brow at all, which will be amazing. So I'm just gonna use my Morphe M158 brush, and I'm just going to brush it up. Yeah, my brows look pretty good as is. I don't really need to fill anything in. I like the way this looks. However, I do want to try this dip brow, so we're just going to take the dip brow. Well, this is the dip brow gel in the shade Ebony, because this is the shade I use for my dip brow. I'm just going to go over my brows with it. So that looks really good. I like my brows to look natural, not too extra, and even though I'm doing like a eye look, I do expect for it to, like, you know, look really serious. So we're just going to hold up on that, and now we're gonna go in with the shadow. So I'm using the Jackie Aina palette. This is my first time ever using it, and it's been out for almost a year, so I got it on the site on sale because I just happened to see it, and every time I go into the store to go get it, it was gone. So I got lucky and I got blessed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set underneath my eyes so I don't have any fallout, because I tend to get fallout anytime I do my eyeshadow anyways, with any eyeshadow. So I'm going in with this Jackie Aina palette. I am very excited. I'm thinking about using just some soft colors. I kind of want to go into the pinks and purples right now, because Pinkier is calling my name, and so is Supreme. So, but Edges is calling my name too. So I'm going to see what I can do. I think first I'm gonna start with edges and just go into my eyes with edges. I usually like to prime my eyes with concealer just because it just works for me. However, I think today I'm gonna like do a little bit of concealer on my eyes, just a little bit. I usually do a cut crease. That's the only reason why I do a little bit of a crease. However, I think today is just going to be something subtle, so I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on the eyes, just a tad bit, enough to spread it out, and that's about it. And I'm just going to take one of my Morphe brushes. I'm going to take the Morphe M173 brush, and I usually just use that to spread the concealer out. I have to be careful when it comes to rubbing my eyes with any brushes because of my contacts. And I don't want my contacts to shift or come out. That would be disastrous during this case, because I will only be able to see out of one eye. And I honestly don't even know if I use the brushes for the right things in some cases. I'm going to use this Morphe M456 brush, and I'm going to take the color edges and just go all over the crease and a little bit of the lid with that. So I'm gonna go on my lid with the color Pinkier. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't get that color out. And I'm honestly just gonna use the same brush, because then I'm gonna go back and blend it anyway. So I just cleaned it off. I have a little brush duster that gets most of it off. Pinkier, and edges is really close when it comes on. Pinky is more like a little plum color. I really like the names of this palette anyways. Jackie Aina really did her thing, and I'm so happy for her. And she's coming out with her own brand now, and it's just amazing to see a black woman who is very educated when it comes to beauty, hair, and health, and just all that, and just putting some work for the women of color. I mean, she's kind of reminds me of when the Queen collection came out for CoverGirl. I was very young at the time, but you know, everyone was so excited because they had a black woman, you know, in charge of makeup. So this is really dope to see that she had the opportunity to be a black woman. She has this opportunity. So I went in with that and I blended it out a little bit. Of course I did have a little fallout down here. We're just gonna hope for the best. And yeah, now I'm going to take the color wiggalese, because I really want to put wiggalese on my lid as like little crease. However, I think I'm gonna go in with Supreme and put Supreme on the outer of that crease color I did edges, just to see what it looks like. I'm really interested. I have a feeling it's gonna look good. Oh yes. So my camera battery died and I just had to switch it. But what I did was I took the color Supreme and put it around the edges, and I kind of just blended that back out with the shade Edges, just to make it look a little bit more even. This side looks a little bit more pinker than this side, but I don't know if it's just me too. I can't really tell. I think I'm just gonna pack it on there without doing the concealer thing. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this Morphe brush. This is the Morphe 166 brush, and I'm going to spray it a little bit. I have to be really careful with this because I'm not trying to mess up the powder itself. I kind of learned about that, but I just want to spray so it gets a little damp, and I'm going to dip it into wiggalese and see how that goes on. So that color is on, and it's much more like ruby like than I thought, but I want to take this same little blender brush and I'm going to take the color Pinkier, and I'm just going to blend this corner out, blend out wiggalese in there just so it looks a little bit more uniformed, I guess. Now I'm going to take the big bad boy. This is the M441 brush, and I'm just going to blend it all together. Alright. So I kind of want to clean this up now. It just looks, this right here just fell out on me, but we're just gonna hope when I wipe this off that it looks good. So now we're just going to wipe this powder off. So I'm going to take my Anastasia blush trio, and I'm going to use the shade, I kind of want to use Velvet. I think I'm going to use Velvet. I used Velvet last time. It looks like really pink, like purplish, like a plum. It looks plum. It actually looks really close to the color Pinkier in here. So it's almost exact shade. That's crazy. It looks very close to the shade Pinkier. Pinkier is that top color. It looks very close in my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see the same. I'm going to use this Morphe E48 brush, and I'm going to apply blush there. Last time I applied blush, I applied it too low. So let's see if I can do it at the right spot. My cheeks are like right here, so I hear it's good to just... I just like to smile when I add it. And bring it across. It's not too harsh on me or at all. It just, I look cute. I like this. But we're gonna go in with some eyeliner. So don't judge me on my eyeliner. My eyeliner is a Maybelline eyeliner because I was lazy and forgot to order some, and I have this Hyper Easy liner because it was $5 and it works. So we're gonna use this liner, and I'm gonna get real quiet and concentrate while I line my eyes. My liner looks really thick, and I don't like it. Like, I messed up on it. If I had lashes on, it would work well. However, I don't like the liner. And let me zoom in so you guys can see. This is the liner. Don't really like it. It's not me. However, I can work with it. Like, I can work with this liner. So now that this liner is done, we are going to curl our lashes and put some mascara on. So I'm not gonna find my eyelash curler. So now I'm going to use the Too Faced, this says Better Than Love. It's actually Better Than Sex basically, but it's the waterproof mascara that came out last year, and I do like this because my eyes tend to water when it's really cold, and sometimes it just waters in general. So I like to use waterproof mascara so it doesn't, you know, run. I have very long lashes, so I tend to not wear lashes because my lashes are naturally really long. However, if someone were to, you know, put lashes on me, I wouldn't be mad. It's just that it's hard for me to get lashes on me because my lashes are really long, and I feel like I'm gonna rip out my lashes if I do it, so I'm a little scared too. Okay, so my mascara is on, and we're basically done. Like, we're basically done. All I have to do is my lips, and honestly, I'm just gonna throw some of this Fenty, this is in the shade Fussy. I'm just gonna throw this on my lips and spray my face, and I'm gonna do a little highlight, and that's all. Now I'm going to take the Anastasia Dewy Set Mist, and I'm going to set my face. And then I'm going to take the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the Nicole Guerriero. I don't want to say her name wrong. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to use the shade Kitty Cat, because Kitty Cat is like a pink color, and I think it would be really cute. It's kind of hard to see, but Kitty Cat is that color right there. So I'm going to use this color. And also, I think it'll be really cute if I pop this color in the corner of my eyes, because it would, you know, brighten up this eye a little bit. Wow. This is probably the first time I did my makeup in a long time. I really like it, and I am so glad this came out so good. Let me give you a little close-up. Like, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I really like this look. Like, this look is so different, and I feel like it's kind of like the type of person I am, because you know, I was so used to just the browns and stuff, and I finally brightened up my eyes with something instead of something so neutral, and it looks so good. Like, I love it, and I hope you guys like this look too. I will list down every single product that I use in this video, as well as the links to the products, so you can purchase them yourself if you're interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video if you really do like it, and comment down below what you want to see next by me. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see more content by me, and I will see you guys in my next video.